If you were allowed, for some reason, to run for a third term, is there a thought that the Democrats could try to run Barack Obama against you
I'd love
for
that.
his third term?
Boy, I'd love that. That would be a good one. I'd like that. No, people are asking me to run, and there's a whole story.
Welcome back, folks. I've got another thrilling trending highlight for you today. Make sure to like, subscribe for the latest political scoop, and leave your comments. Let's dive right in. On Monday, President Donald Trump said he would love to face former President Barack Obama in a hypothetical election. While the Constitution blocks a third term, Trump didn't completely rule out running for one when asked by NBC on Sunday. "A lot of people want me to do it," Trump said. He later told reporters on Air Force One, "I don't want to talk about a third term right now. We have a long time to go, no matter how you look at it."
If you were allowed, for some reason, to run for a third term, is there a thought that the Democrats could try to run Barack Obama against you
I'd love
for
that.
his third term?
Boy, I'd love that. That would be a good one. I'd like that. No, people are asking me to run, and there's a whole story about running for a third term. I don't know. I never looked into it. They do say there's a way you can do it, but I don't know about that. But I have not looked into it. I want to.
In the Oval Office, President Donald Trump previewed upcoming reciprocal tariffs, revealing that in just a couple of days, likely by Wednesday, Americans would see new tariff policies. Trump explained that the tariffs would be reciprocal, meaning the U.S. would charge other countries the same amount they charge America. However, he stressed that the U.S. would be nicer in its approach, with the new numbers being lower than what the other countries have been charging, and in some cases, potentially substantially lower. Trump also mentioned that the U.S. has a world obligation to implement these tariffs.
Well, you're going to see in 2 days, which is maybe tomorrow night or probably Wednesday. You're going to see, and they're reciprocal. So whatever they charge us, we charge them, but we're being nicer than they were. We are going to be very nice by comparison to what they were. The numbers will be lower than what they've been charging us, and in some cases maybe substantially lower, but we sort of have a world obligation perhaps.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt got defensive on Monday when asked about the government's questionable system for labeling gang members. Trying to avoid the question, Leavitt angrily claimed the reporter shouldn't have asked about it at all.
Of not just foreign terrorists, but also illegal criminal aliens who have been wreaking havoc on American communities. And shame on you and shame on the mainstream media for trying to cover for these individuals who have. This is a vicious gang, Andrew. This is a vicious gang that has taken the lives of American women.
The government filed in court, which says all.
And you said yourself there are 8 criteria on that document.
They need 8 points.
And you are questioning the credibility of these agents who are putting their life on the line to protect your life and the life of everybody in this group and everybody across the country. And their credibility should be questioned. They finally have a president who is allowing them to do their jobs, and God bless them for doing it.
In an interview with NBC News, President Donald Trump expressed being very angry and pissed off after Russian President Vladimir Putin criticized Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's credibility as a leader. Trump made it clear that he was upset by Putin's remarks, showing strong disapproval of the Russian president's attack on Zelensky, who has been leading Ukraine through the ongoing conflict with Russia.
Just hours ago, President Trump called me to tell me he is, quote, pissed off with Russia's President Putin and threatened to impose secondary tariffs on Russia's oil. Quote, if Russia and I are unable to make a deal on stopping the bloodshed in Ukraine, and if I think it was Russia's fault, which it might not be, but if I think it was Russia's fault, I am going to put secondary tariffs on all oil coming out of Russia. Mr. Trump said 25% tariffs on Russian oil could happen any moment and told me he plans to speak with President Putin this week. The president told me, quote, I was very angry, pissed off when Putin started getting into Zelensky's credibility and started talking about new leadership in Ukraine. On Iran, the president said he's also considering secondary tariffs if Iran doesn't agree to a nuclear deal. Quote, if they don't make a deal, there will be bombing, and it will be bombing the likes of which they have never seen before.
Piers Morgan, the British television personality and journalist, is known for his outspoken views on politics and blunt commentary. His criticism isn't limited to one party. He frequently challenges individuals from both sides of the political spectrum. In one of his discussions, Morgan shares his perspective on identifying members of the Democratic Party in the U.S., whom he believes display toxic behavior.
The Democrats are toxic for one reason. If you want to know why they're in the state they're in, just ask all of them two questions. What is a woman, and should biological men be in women's sport? If they are unable to answer the first question, and if they say in the second one, yeah, that's fine, that's the problem. Right there, they have gone completely crackers.
Elon Musk recently criticized coordinated attacks against Tesla across the U.S., describing them as part of a broader effort to harm the company. He vowed to go after the generals behind these actions, referring to those orchestrating or supporting the attacks. Musk believes these incidents are not isolated, but part of a deliberate strategy by powerful forces working against Tesla's success.
It's wide-scale domestic terrorism with the purpose of intimidation, and it's harming innocent people. It's really terrible. And I think what we actually have to get to are the people who are organizing and paying for these attacks and protests. That's who we really need to go after, because the people at who are actually throwing the Molotov cocktails, they are the foot soldiers. But we need to go after the generals.
All right, guys, God bless you all, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments down below. I love hearing from you. I'll see you in the next trending topic. Take care, and see you soon.